Why do we make mistakes? Let's find out. You know, our view is limited by our vision and the capacity of mind to the extent it can process information. At any particular moment of time, our view is limited to 180-degree only. I can see only from here to this side, this 180-degree only. I cannot view what is behind me. So that is one limitation of being human. Secondly, our mind computes only those things conveniently which are very easy to process the information. And it does so, leaving everything behind which may be relevant for making decisions. So our mind conveniently choose to decide or process those information only which we expect to happen, which we expect to see, where we expect to see. This is some kind of ideology or some kind of impression, some kind of neural pattern in our mind which decides what is convenient for us, and our mind processes accordingly only. Actually, at any particular moment of time, just say one, you see at any particular moment of second at any angle. So there is approximately 11 million bits of information which is bombarded at your mind through your eyes. And how much it is being processed by your mind? Just imagine 4040 only. That is the conveniency which your mind plays, because those are the only things which you actually relate to yourself. You want to see, you want to interpret. That is the level of conveniency which our mind works for us. And doing so, we conveniently miss out so many important things which might be necessary for taking any decision. And this is particularly not with us as a common human being. So this also happened with very reputed scientists also, because they built a hypothesis what they want to build, and they expect the results what they want to see. And in doing so, sometimes they miss out what might happen. Out of 100 things, they miss out at least 10 things which may add to the final results. So, one example in 1961, it was very prevalent that space agencies like NASA do exploratory experiments to test their equipments, particularly space suits. So in 1961, they sent two astronauts in hot air balloon in the atmosphere to test the construction of the spacesuit, how it may be suitable for their future exploration. So everything went very right from the point the hot air balloon flies. It goes till the point of stratosphere and above that, up to the space limit of the space. Everything worked very fine. It descends back, and the time when it reaches to the ambient air, uh, the astronauts were very happy. So one of the astronauts opened a flap just to inhale air. You know, we are very much human beings. We love nature. So everything stands very good, very fine to land. They landed in a sea, and helicopter came to pick them up. What happens then? The second astronauts were picked up, but this astronaut who opened the flap, he accidentally slipped from the steps of the stairs of the helicopter, and he went into sea. So it was a normal process. So everyone not afraid of, because this kind of small incidents may happen, and they were very comfortable that astronauts have so much training. That astronaut will swim out and they will pick it up. But accidentally, that astronaut drowned and died. Why? Because the flap was open. One small mistake, even one of the highest of the so-called scientists, they miss out to pinpoint and identify this one particular risk. and that costs life of an astronaut. This is how our mind conveniently thinks only what we want to see, what we want to expect. So expectation of our mind and the convenience of our mind, that these are two major things which may pose or which may cause to do mistakes unknowingly. So don't be limited by the vision, don't be limited by to see only what you expect to see. Other more important thing is that we are biased by our snap judgments. So what is a snap judgment? So we see something and we immediately decides without totally analyzing and seeing the whole scenario, what it takes. Just like if you see a green banana, you will see it is, you will just imagine that it is not a ripened banana, you won't eat it. But in fact, it may be that banana is ripe just because you have eaten a raw banana earlier and you will decide that because it is green and you will not eat it and because it is why? Because it is not ripe fruit. Snap judgments may lead to you doing mistakes over and over and over. So avoid it. Sometimes we make mistakes regularly just because we systematically try to identify the pattern. For example, if someone starts once upon a time, you simply says that it's a fairy tale. So there are so many things which happen repeatedly. There are some patterns which keep on repeating again and again. But that does not mean that end results are same. Multitasking. Really? Is it that good? Okay. You know how much food you eat? So let's say 2000 calories. Once you eat 2000 calories, to digest that food, out of that 2000 calories, 400 to 500 calories get burned just to digest that food. And whatever is left, 80% of energy is consumed by the brain for is conveniently working. So tell me one thing. It took millions of years for human being to evolve to this stage and to evolve our brain to this stage. And why do you want to destroy it just by coining this word of multitasking? Our brains are not fit, not good to do multitasking. You know, every time when we shift from one task to another task, brains need reorientation. It is just a waste of energy shifting from one task to another task. We lose focus, we lose concentration, we lose attention, and sometimes while doing this so-called multitasking, we do so big mistakes that it costs lives also. Just imagine a person driving on the highway and doing multitasking with phone. Or imagine you are cooking kheer in mutton curry. You put sugar in curry and salt and mirchi in kheer. That's nonsense. Remove this multitasking word out of your dictionary and tell and teach those guys who ask you to do multitask. Please, please refrain yourself from doing multitasking. Our brains are not equipped to do that. Concentrate, focus on one task at one particular time. And if you focus and concentrate on one task, you will be much more happy for with the results. Leave multitasking right now. The power of overconfidence. Once if you predict the outcome of the dice, then you will start assuming that you know all the calculation, how the dice will work, and what will be the next outcome of the dice. Such a wonderful thing, overconfidence. You know, once we have achieved something or achieved a result or predicted a result, just say predicted outcome of a political election in a particular state, and you will start thinking yourself a political guru. No matter how much good you are in mathematics, if you solve the one problem, I am 100% sure that your kid will come out with a problem which you will may not be able to solve it out again. So the power of overconfidence is so much that it will pull ourselves down anytime. It can pull ourselves down anytime. Do not make judgments, do not make decisions, even if you know a small bit of any situation. How many times we have gone to gym? Anytime when we go to gym for a membership, and that gym guy will show us the rate card that 1 month charge is this much, 3 month charge is this much, 6 month charge is this much, and we are confident enough for us that we will take for the 6 months membership, and we are confident that in the future we will also be continuing for the complete rest of the 6 months. We overestimate our capabilities. One of the major reasons to do repeatedly mistake. Never ever overestimate your capabilities. Rope in the subconscious mind to take decision. Evaluate factually your capabilities, then take a decision. One thing more. This is very much relevant to our present age. There is a limitless data available over the internet, books, journals. But what is relevant to you may be a very small chunk of data out of the millions or trillions or zillions of bits out there. You need to be focused, you need to be aware, you need to be concentrated on that particular data and data related only to that particular scenario which you actually need. Over bombardment of data only drains your energy, it drains your brain. Limit your research only in the immediate periphery of the topic. It is very easy that over infestation of data lead you to bias results or even to the point which is not required even. Don't drain your energy. Limit your research. Focus, focus, focus. So how can we avoid mistakes? Number one, keep on doing small tweaks in your data, in your professional designs, in your professional statements, in your reports. That small incremental improvement will always help you deliver good results, good products. Second, always surround yourselves with the pointers of what not to do, what to look out, what may, what scenarios may lead you to do mistakes again and again. You know, whenever you go to a public place, like a public mall or hospitals, there are always signs, emergency signs put on place to place, like exit this side, do not touch this, do not. Uh, there is a sign on the escalator also, this way or not this way. Red signage signs, green signs, even the washroom signs. So please surround yourselves with all such kind of signage. You can put any highlighters on any checklists on your table, on your pinup board, so that these keep reminding you what not to do. Think of the past patterns where those little points led you to do a mistake. Keep on remembering that. This will help you minimize doing mistakes again and again. Make decisions which are rational and not biased with your snap judgments or biased with your repeated patterns. Make decisions rationally. Never ever overestimates your capabilities. Asking for help should never be a problem. Ask your superiors for the guidance. Be aware of your tendency to make impulsive decisions. Never take decisions impulsively. Hold back Analyze thoroughly, tick mark every checklist, think it again, go it over and over again. This will help you minimizing your risks, and this will help you not to repeat mistakes again and again. Thank you.